Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. FPL Consult here, and today we're gonna do my Game Week 21 transfer plans video. So the regular content schedule is back, and as usual, after the weekend games, immediately I share with you guys a little bit of what I'm thinking of doing with my team. So in this transfer plans video, we're gonna talk a little bit of my squad balance here on the screen right now, and then we'll go through how my team looks like for Game Week 21 and do a little bit of tinkering to see what I can do to improve my squad or leave it as it is for Game Week 21. So if you guys do enjoy this one, please give it a like and also subscribe as well if you are new around here. So on the screen right now, we're going to start off with my squad balance, and it's basically a tool that I use to prioritize some players and basically communicate what I think about them and how I'm feeling about whether I should transfer them out or not. So as you guys can see, pending transfers, short-term holds, mid-term holds, foundation, and then those are the bench players at the bottom there. So pending transfer, I think Salah is pretty much a pending transfer for most people. If you already have Salah, Liverpool don't look very good right now, right? And the attack has kind of tapered down a little bit. Initially, they were putting up decent numbers, but I think because Darwin Núñez is now out, we don't know for how long, right? But I think that has also dented Liverpool's attacking numbers a little bit. And in general, they just look like a team that has lacked a lot of confidence in recent times. So Salah is someone that I am looking to transfer out very soon, right? Other short-term holds will be Mitrovic, because at this point in time, right, there are a couple of good options for the third striker spot, right? Coming up, there could be double Game Week 21 for double Game Week 23 for Nketiah is one possibility. On top of that, there is also Ivan Toney, who has come back into FPL as one of the options, because it seems as if now that the betting situation would take a while before it's decided whether Toney can continue to play or not. So I guess it's a situation with Toney where he can play until they decide that it's time to ban him, right? So at this point in time, that is a possible transfer as well, right? And then in the midterm holds, there's Almiron and Kepa. I've put Almiron there because Newcastle's fixtures actually turned bad for a while from Game Week 24 onwards, right? So Almiron is there, and then Kepa as well. He is someone that I could consider transferring out for Ederson, who is currently the only nailed Man City defensive asset as well. So that's why I've put Kepa there. And as for the foundation, I think most of the players there, I've already taken a -8 hit if you guys were following my team. So basically, these players in the foundation tier are players that I've just brought in. So Kane and Odegaard, I've just brought them in. Shaw as well, right? And for the rest of the players, Haaland, Rashford, Ben White, Trippier, Martinelli, I intend to keep them all the way until I wildcard. So at this point, of course, because I've just taken a -8, a lot of players are going to be in the foundation tier. I don't intend to make a lot of changes if I don't have to, right? And then my bench players would probably stay the same. Only if I have free transfers to spare, I would transfer them out. So that's Ward, Bueno, and Patterson. So now let's take a look at how the team looks like for Game Week 21 without any changes made so far. So without making any transfers, this is a team that I can get to in Game Week 21 with my existing 15 players. So basically what I've done is I've put Kepa onto the bench, I've started Ward instead, and also I've started Mitrovic and I've dropped Martinelli to the bench. So basically it seems as if I can set up with a 3-4-3 with these starting 11 players. And it is worth noting that at this point that I'm recording, it is the halftime of the 2 p.m. game, so basically Newcastle and Fulham are still 0-0, and same for Chelsea and Crystal Palace, where it's still goalless there. So it is worth noting that Trippier has not gotten a yellow card yet, so it seems as if he will be able to play this Game Week 21 game, right, against Crystal Palace. So barring anything else that happens after recording, obviously it will change my transfer plans, but at this point in time, it seems as if all my players can play. Right, so I have Ward in goal against Brighton at home. Back three will be Trippier, Ben White, and Shaw. Right, in the midfield there's Salah, Rashford, Odegaard, and Almiron, and up front Mitrovic, Kane, and Haaland. So a couple of issues here. The main one being that Manchester United play Arsenal. So a large chunk of my players are playing each other, and that is Luke Shaw, Ben White, Rashford, and Odegaard. All of these players are playing against each other. So basically, that already isn't ideal. But I think in Game Week, just because of the transfers that I've made in Game Week 20 to bring in these players, right, I will have to roll with these players and basically just ride it out until they get good fixtures, especially possible double Game Week 21. The possible double Game Week 22 for Manchester United, and then a confirmed Game Week 23 for Arsenal as well. So I will have to ride out this Game Week 21 with these players. I don't intend to transfer them out. Almiron against Crystal Palace away, I think he's fine to keep as well. Same goes for Trippier. And then as for Salah, I mentioned I could consider transferring him out, right? But I will go into a little bit of transfer tinkering later on, right? Up front, there is Mitrovic, who I think could get some returns against Tottenham at home. Fulham do look pretty decent in attack, and of late they have scored a couple of goals, right? And then Kane and Haaland have pretty decent fixtures. Fulham away for Kane and Wolves at home for Haaland. So now let's move on to the tinkering portion of the video, where I take a look at some players that I can take out, right, and some moves that I can potentially make. So on the screen right now is my team on the FPL.team transfer planner. It's exactly as I've set up in the 3-4-3. And one of the moves I'm considering doing is taking Salah out, who plays Chelsea at home, and bringing De Bruyne in. So basically what I'm doing is I'm moving early for De Bruyne and not waiting until game week 23 when he doubles, right? And just bring him in right now, play Wolves at home instead of Salah playing Chelsea at home. Right, so that's one of the things I can do, but I'm leaning against doing that, and the reason is because if I move forward to game week 22, there is a possibility that Luke Shaw, Rashford, and Bruno Fernandes, who is someone that I can bring in for Salah, right, could have a double in game week 22, right? And if that is the case, right, they could play Crystal Palace at home and Leeds at home, and I would definitely want Bruno Fernandes for that fixture come game week 22 if that happens. So keeping Salah and then going for Bruno Fernandes is one of the things that I can do. And then thereafter, come game week 23, do Bruno Fernandes to Kevin De Bruyne for the double. Right, so that's one of the things I can do. And the reason why I wouldn't want to go Salah to De Bruyne now in game week 21, followed by De Bruyne to Bruno Fernandes in game week 22, and then Bruno Fernandes back to De Bruyne in game week 23, is because I think that's just a waste of a transfer, right? I think come this time of the season, transfers are very crucial, and keeping one free transfer, as you guys can see in game week 23, I will have one free transfer if I don't do Salah to De Bruyne in game week 21 and I roll with these moves that I've mentioned. I will have one free transfer in game week 23, and I think it's important as well because there could be some mini doubles moving forward according to Ben Krellin as well. Right, so currently that's what I'm thinking, and I'm likely not going to do anything. So if that's the case, then my team moving back to game week 21 will look something like this. I think it's pretty alright. Right? The front three are decent. Ward and goal, I think it's fine to stick with him. The back three, even though it's not ideal, Shaw and Ben White, they play each other. There is a possibility maybe they both keep a clean sheet. I doubt that would happen because both teams are very good attackingly, but as I mentioned, I'll just ride with them. Same goes for Rashford and Odegaard. So the only player I feel like is Salah that I mentioned, and at this point, if I just take a chance on him scoring against Chelsea, I think it's alright. It saves me a transfer as well. So currently that's what I'm thinking. Let me know what you guys are doing with your teams, right? Hopefully this video helped you guys. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like and also subscribe as well if you are new around here, and I'll catch you guys in the game week 21 content coming up later on this week. Bye bye.